I'm free, white, and 21, and I'm going to do what I please.
Sarah Jane's been passing at school, pretending she's white.
But I am white. I'm as white as Susie.
Presenting Toshimori, a bit of Dresden, China.
No, I'm not Chinese. I'm Japanese.
Oh, excuse, please. Now, where do you hail from, Gloria Stewart?
I'm just an all-American girl.
In a way, classic films have always been a part of me. My first name, Mia, comes from Mia Farrow, and my middle name, Audrey, comes from Audrey Hepburn. But whenever people ask, oh, how did you even get into films that old? It sounds pretentious to say, I was born with it. So I tend to pick a movie, and that movie has always been The Wizard of Oz. I mean, a childhood staple. And funnily enough, another movie I really remember watching when I was younger was The Wiz. And nowadays, whenever I think about it, the knowledge I have now, I think, wow, I wonder how Lena Horne felt being in that. Lena Horne, this talented actress, singer, activist, how she felt being in a movie with a predominantly black cast nearly 3 decades after her first movies that surprisingly also had casts full of people of color. And then that gets me to thinking of all the other actresses who lived at that time, from the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, the ones we've forgotten about. Whatever happened to their legacies? Maybe you don't remember them, and that's fine. But for a few minutes, I want to change that. In what was then Bombay, British India, 1911, 1918, in New York, Estelle Merle O'Brien Thompson was born. Margarita Carmen Cancino was born as an Anglo-Indian girl to an Irish-American mother and a Spanish father of Romani descent. She was often bullied for her mixed race, her accent, and her class. But as a young adult, she made her way to Britain, where she found fame under the name Merle Oberon. She was immediately pushed into the life of show business, becoming her father's dance partner in casinos and clubs in Mexico as young as a preteen. In the mid-1930s, she found her way to America, where she hoped to advance her career. However, the American press questioned her story of being born in Tasmania and being a fully white woman. Even her first role in Hollywood showed how unwelcome she felt there, where her features, her forehead, and her eyes were accentuated to make her seem more exotic. It wasn't until her Oscar-nominated role in The Dark Angel that she was able to salvage her American career and find her place in Hollywood. Dyed her hair lighter, took multiple rounds of painful surgery to raise her hairline, and changed her stage name from Rita Cancino to Rita Hayworth. She began booking high-profile roles alongside established stars, and her most famous role as Gilda in the classic film noir Gilda turned her into a goddess by film standards. By no means were these actresses only their trauma, only their pain, only what they had to give up. By hiding their backgrounds, they weren't less of anything. But, and this is just me wondering, did Merle and Rita ever feel any kind of connection during the one film they made together? Sure, they were different at different stages of their career, from different countries of different backgrounds, but was there ever just a spark, some kind of shared connection, shared pain, shared joy, shared achievement, anything? On my mother's side, I'm a part of a huge, proud Colombian-American family with more female cousins than male by a large margin. Women of color have always been a part of my life, as a woman of color myself, and they were always so proud of who they were, of being Colombian. But I'm not fully Colombian. I don't speak Spanish, and I'm proud of my culture, of being Italian and Colombian, but I've always felt distant from that, by no fault of my family members. I can barely talk to my grandparents, and whenever I put on a movie for them, especially for my grandma, she makes comments and I always want to know what she's saying, but they have to go through my mom first. She's the translator. I always felt like these movies were nearly an entirely white affair. But as I dove more and more into these movies, I started seeing what I hadn't before, that people of color were a part of this from the very beginning. As actors, as directors, as extras, they existed. I think that no matter what, it would honor their legacies just that we can express our cultures today, that we can be proud of who we are without the limitations they faced. This isn't a perfect world by any means, especially now. But wouldn't it pay as much respect to Dolores Del Rio, to Lena Horne, to Ethel Waters, to Dorothy Dandridge, to Eartha Kitt, to Rita Hayworth, to Lupe Velez, to Anna May Wong, to Merle Oberon, to Rita Moreno, to all the other actresses of color who I haven't named, that today we're able to do things they weren't, to do things that maybe they did but would get punished for. With all their hardships, all their work, everything they had to sacrifice, haven't they worked for what we can do today, who we can be today?